when you're living your best life as a business owner, it's very important that you have financial systems in place for your personal finances. Now, I don't know, I struggle with this. So I wanted to sit with you. This, guys, is my good friend Jasmine. She teaches people how to deal with their personal finances. And I wanted to talk to you about how do you deal with, how do you manage your money as a business owner? Getting 20 grand, getting 10 grand, 5 grand as a real estate investor on deals that I do. I find that it's harder managing that, even though I'm making the same amount as some people make in a year. It's harder doing that than making that same 20 grand a year when you know you're getting those 2-week paychecks coming in, at least for me. So can you just explain to us some of the best ways that you would say we can manage our money personally as a business owner? I hope I said that well.
What I recently did was I went to a SCORE mentor. They're actually free SCORE mentors. Look this up, it's very important. So the first step that they told me I needed to do was to get an accountant, because I have different businesses. I have at least 4 different businesses, maybe 4 and a half, and like the money was just coming from all over into my direct personal checking account.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so what I did recently, actually like a month ago, not even a month ago, I opened up my very first, after all these years, 6 years later, I opened up my very first business checking account for my businesses only.
So basically, you found a SCORE mentor. That's awesome. I actually done some, not mentoring, but I've been mentored by people on SCORE. It's a great organization. So definitely a good resource to have.
And it's free.
And it's free. So that's great. So yeah, getting an accountant. Like, I think that's like number one, making sure that you have people there. That's great.
And keeping everything separate, like keeping your business accounts very separate from your personal accounts. You have to stay disciplined. Just because your business has money doesn't necessarily mean you have money. And another thing that I do to like really organize things is, I've been doing this since 2017. I've been tracking my net worth, because it shows like your progress, it shows like where you're going, it shows how much money you're accumulating.
And they say what you don't measure, you can't manage.
Exactly. So since I've been tracking my net worth, I've been watching like the value of like my assets grow, and it's just really amazing. So I have an accountant, but I recently have a bookkeeper now. So a bookkeeper is someone who like literally tracks your books and keeps them, essentially, if that makes sense. And they do that every month. So I actually have a meeting with my new bookkeeper. So silly. Another thing that you should get as a business owner is a corporate kit. So get your corporate kit.
What's that?
Okay, so a corporate
Jules, wait, what's the corporate kit?
Okay, so a corporate kit, you can actually look this, just Google corporate kit. So when you Google corporate kit, it's like literally a kit for your business, essentially. So like it comes in the mail, it breaks up like the stock certificates already. It has like, the articles of organization and all of that good stuff. And you should also keep like all your finances and stuff, and everything in your business, like paperwork wise, should be in your corporate kit. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Princess Passive Income, because I'm very, very passionate about passive income. Like, I'm so passionate. So what I do is I teach other people how to legit ways to make passive income. And I also have a YouTube channel at Princess Passive Income.
Princess Passive Income. So it's all about getting money passively without having to do much for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we like that. That's great. I like that. By the way, this is Colson. This is Eddie Colson. I teach you guys about investing in real estate. I teach you guys about investing in businesses and investing in your personal life as a business owner. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you like, share, and subscribe this video, it really helps us help more people and help this channel grow a lot more. So do that for me. This is a great resource to have. I highly suggest that you go over to her channel, hit her up on IG. She's very personable. And yeah, and just see what you guys can do. She's also a real estate investor. Real estate investor right here.
Yeah, so I also have a business called HBCU Student Rentals, in which I rent out places to stay to students who attend HBCUs. So if you want to look into that, please follow that Instagram page at HBCU Student Rentals and also HBCU Realty.
Personal finance is not the same thing as owning a business and making money in a business. It's completely two different things. And I know I give speeches about it all the time, about how I blew 20 grand, in a month.
Wow.
And I all that work. So make sure, and I know tons and tons of people who sold their businesses, sold their real estate, and then they don't have anything to show for it afterwards because they didn't manage their finances right. So just make sure, guys, that you manage your finances. You make sure that you measure certain things. And shout out to Jasmine. Reach out to Jasmine. She's a great person. Okay.
Appreciate that.